Welcome to Blastr to the Past, where we are taking a look at the Highlander on its 30th birthday. I'm Aaron Sagers from Blastr.com, and I'm here to tell you this movie has everything. Epic sword fights, Clancy Brown, 80s hair, a Frenchman playing a Scotsman playing a Spaniard,
and I'm at your service.
And the mic-dropping catchphrase to end all mic-dropping catchphrases.
There can be only one.
Let's journey through time with these fun facts that make the immortal 30-year-old sci-fi classic worth losing your head over.
From the dawn of time we came, down through the centuries, struggling to reach the time of the gathering, when the few who remain will battle to the last.
This shot through the Meadowlands required a Skycam on 4 wires and was invented by Garrett Brown, who also invented the Steadicam. Connor McLeod, played by Christopher Lambert, was almost played by Kurt Russell, but his girlfriend Goldie Hawn advised him against taking the role. Amon Faisal was played by Peter Diamond, stuntman on all 3 original trilogy Star Wars movies, the original Doctor Who, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and more.
Remember our agreement, Murdoch. The boy is mine.
Nick Nolte and Rutger Hauer were considered for the role of the Kurgan, eventually played by Clancy Brown.
Death to the McCloud!
Christopher Lambert got the job before producers realized he couldn't speak English. He spent 6 weeks trying to learn the language.
You talk funny, Nash. Where are you from?
Lots of different places.
Clancy Brown wanted the Kurgan to be more sinister with a bowler hat and suit. He found the subtlety more interesting.
Excuse me a minute, Brenda.
Double Glenmorangie on the rocks.
Glenmorangie, right.
No self-respecting Highlander would ever order Glenmorangie, or any scotch for that matter, on the rocks.
Greetings. I am Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez.
Sean Connery played an Egyptian with a Spanish name and Scottish accent, and only filmed for 7 days on the movie. Actor and ultimate man's man Nick Offerman / Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation calls the Highlander, quote, the greatest film about becoming a man that I have ever seen. He liked it so much he booked a screening room to show it to Chris Pratt, who had never seen it.
Masamune, a genius, made this movie in 593 BC.
Yep, Masamune was a real person, a renowned Japanese swordsmith in the 14th century.
Kurgan!
What is this thing that builds our dreams?
Queen recorded 8 original songs for the movie, but a soundtrack was never released. Though the band did include many of those songs on the 1986 album, A Kind of Magic, named after a line Connor McLeod says in the film.
Why didn't we die? Hey, it's a kind of magic.
Recognize that voice? Clancy Brown is known as the voice of Lex Luthor, Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob SquarePants, and Savage Opress in Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
I am in disguise.
Brown almost turned down the role of the Kurgan because of the prosthetics. He had a severe allergic reaction to the prosthetics when he played Frankenstein's monster in The Bride.
People are trying to pray. You're disturbing them.
Brown felt bad and had to apologize to clergy for the language he used in the church, which caused them to bless themselves off camera.
He cares about these helpless mortals.
Of course he cares. He died for our sins.
That shall be his undoing. I have something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
See those wires? Yeah, the animated electricity effects here were meant to conceal those. That was a fail.
There can be only one.
Actually, The Highlander spawned 3 film sequels, an animated series, and 2 animated movies, along with books and a syndicated TV series in the mid-90s. That spawned a dedicated online fanbase to rival even Star Trek.
Here we are.
So that's the immortal Highlander. Do you think there can only be one? Sound off in the comments, and don't forget to keep checking Blastr.com for more dispatches from the world of fandom.
I apologize for calling your wife a bloated warthog, and I bet you a good day.
When you listen to this script, even with the involvement